private jet landed in Geneva under a cold, gray sky. Mateo Reyes stared out the window at the snow-capped mountains that looked like silent judges. He had come alone against Isabella's warnings. "She'll kill you the moment she senses weakness," she had said. But he needed to look Patricia Holloway in the eyes one last time. A black Mercedes waited on the tarmac. No driver spoke. The car climbed into the hills until it reached a modern glass and stone estate overlooking Lake Geneva. Patricia's fortress. She was waiting in the grand library, fire crackling in the marble fireplace. Elegant as always, dangerous as ever. "Mateo," she said warmly, as if greeting a beloved nephew. "You came. I knew you would." "Where are the paintings?" he asked, voice flat. "Safe for now." Patricia picked up an old photograph from the table, two young girls smiling. One was clearly his grandmother, Sofia. The other was Patricia. "We were cousins, you know." She always thought the collection belonged to her because she was older. But blood means nothing when money enters the room. Mateo stared at the photo, feeling the old wound reopen. "You didn't just steal paintings," he said quietly. "You stole our proof that we existed." Patricia smiled with genuine sadness. "No, darling, I gave them a future. In the old world, they would have hung in some forgotten museum. As NFTs, they live forever, traded by kings, owned by gods." She slid a contract across the table. "Authenticate the rest of the collection. Help me finish the story of your bloodline. 20% of everything, and you get every painting back, physically." Mateo didn't touch the paper. Patricia leaned closer. "Or watch them burn live on the internet tomorrow. Your choice." Later, she led him into the climate-controlled vault deep beneath the house. Dozens of his grandmother's stolen paintings hung like silent witnesses. Mateo walked slowly among them until he stopped in front of the small canvas of the woman in the white dress. He reached out and gently touched the frame. "I'll take them," he said. "All of them." Patricia smiled, satisfied. "I knew you'd see reason." As she examined the decoy drive he had handed her, Mateo carefully attached the small device Isabella had given him to the terminal. The real master ledger began copying silently. When the transfer completed, he slipped the device into his pocket. "I need to leave now," he said. "I have to see my grandmother." Patricia looked up, her eyes narrowing. "You're not leaving with the paintings." "I'm leaving with the truth," Mateo replied, and turned toward the door. "Guards!" He ran. Mateo sprinted through marble corridors as footsteps thundered behind him. He knocked over a priceless sculpture that shattered on the floor. Glass exploded. Alarms screamed. He reached a large window overlooking the dark lake, smashed it open, and jumped. The water was ice cold. He swam desperately through the blackness, lungs burning, until he reached the far shore where Isabella waited in a running car. "Did you get it?" she asked urgently as he climbed in, dripping and shivering. Mateo held up the small drive. Everything. Isabella plugged it in. Her face went pale. "This isn't the full ledger," she whispered. "It's only half, and it's been altered." Patricia knew we were coming. Mateo stared at the glowing screen, the full weight of the trap settling over him. His phone vibrated. A video call from Patricia. On the screen, his grandmother Sofia sat tied to a chair in her Mexico City home. A man in black stood behind her, gun resting casually on her shoulder. Patricia's calm voice filled the car. "You have 24 hours to bring me the real ledger, Mateo, or your grandmother becomes the next painting I sell. Family is everything until it is." The call ended. Mateo looked at Isabella, his face now cold and deadly. The game just changed.